welcome back to another episode of your Daily Dose. I'm your host PB, and today on the channel we're going to be doing a little bit of the Will of Hokage. Now, I'll try to add some things in the description. The links are very annoying for these games to try and get on Android and iOS, if I can say it correctly. Um, Originally, I think it was called a different game, which is kind of weird. Anyway, we are going to be chilling out. We're going to be doing some summons today. We're going to be talking a little bit about the clan war. Well, we're going to try to talk about the clan war because I tell you what, the clan war is very annoying. Step one, join a clan. But over the weekend period, you basically get to fight other servers and regions, which is kind of cool. We were dominating when I went to sleep, and then I woke up and there was absolute utter madness. um, I feel like the strategy for a lot of clans is really just to fill out the borders first because it's less likely to get attacked by rival clans. I'm going to assume that's probably the best way to go about it. In terms of positions, though, you'll notice that around the map there's a lot of things that say level 5, level 6, and some of them in the middle are going to be level 7. I think maybe level 6 is the highest, maybe level 7. I thought I saw a 7 before, but I think it's 6. And that's probably why many players are pushing for the middle to essentially secure some of those as well. And of course, the higher the level buildings that you occupy, the more points that you acquire for your clan. The real strategy is grouping together. I think because this is our first clan war, a lot of people got a little bit confused. Um, Originally we were attempting to essentially hold a line, if that makes sense, because a lot of these buildings that are being occupied are level 3, so they're able to be occupied by, I want to say, like weaker formations, which we'll get into in a second. But the reality is, the more that you occupy, the more that your clan actually holds till the end of the round, which is in 20 hours and 32 minutes. The higher your points are, and of course, the more rewards that you get. So this is the ranking, um, personal, and of course the clan ranking. So I think at the moment, from what I can tell, we are still number one, which is great. But in saying that, I mean, a lot of the ones that we have in our, I guess, our clan are like whales, so that's great. I mean, it really does help in the end. I mean, the rewards are there. Like, okay, I don't really know what all of them are going to do because this is the first time we've done a clan war, but I would say any rewards are better than none. What I am sort of grasping at, and I'll give you some examples. I mean, you can fight these guys here, but you need to defeat level elites before you fight them. So if I go in and try to challenge them, what if I try to assemble? Let's go into challenge. No, it's not going to work. I think I think these are like the mini bosses on the map, if that makes sense. So you can like rally your troops by hitting that assemble button, and then people can kind of join in and see if they can fight these ones. But the reality is they're probably too strong. Like I feel like it's probably not necessary to kill them just yet. But for the sake of well, I guess for the purpose of the video, we can talk about it. Of course, you can see some of these things like they'll farm you. Other server brackets are going to farm you, but sadly, they're hard to find too. It's not like other games where you can sort of go to the map where your rival killed you and then kill them back. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. What I think though, in terms of strategy wise, I mean, it would be wiser to start to move out towards this section, but there's not a lot of space to occupy where Senpai is. So really, I mean, we can try and take the center and hold the center. Let's have a look to see how strong this one is. So these ones are 140, 140. Yeah, I think that a lot of people are using the tactic of putting their strongest teams together, which you'll see in a second. So when you go to challenge them, you actually have like the ability to do 5 versions of a garrison team. But as you can probably tell, I would say we're about like 8 or 9 days into this game server event. So at this stage, we probably don't have full sets of like 120 teams and stuff like that. You kind of want to go with one of your strongest teams so that you can A, take it, but also to hold it as well. That's kind of important. So we're gonna go with this. This should be okay. No resource to plunder confirm. Now with the plunder, that's interesting because you can actually get the event currency, which are little stars, which we'll show you in a second. We're probably gonna lose this actually. I'd say we might lose this. This might be their main team, which is equipped. Yes, we're gonna lose that one. That's fine. Um, you can keep attempting. That's the good thing is like you literally can just keep attempting to you succeed. You do need to like revive your team though, which is a little bit of a hassle. But I mean, most of the time you get this stuff by just completing generic versions of events. You can also buy them as well if you want to get the revival. I wouldn't recommend wasting them, but for the nature of the video, like we're just gonna keep going. So this is 138. We're probably not going to beat that, but I feel like there's potential to beat some of these ones around here. What about this? So this is like a plundering event. So see how it's got the little symbol above it, the star symbol, which is of course the one up the top. That's sort of why people want to fight them and like take them, if that makes sense. What is this guy? He's got 120, 100. Let's see if we can actually challenge. Why don't we throw in some strong ones? Why don't we throw in? We can throw in this guy, although he's kind of useless. We'll throw in this. Let's see if we can actually defeat them. Ninjas lesson cannot be deployed. Okay, so what do we need to do? We can't do that one. That means that you need to have this little symbol on the border. I don't know how to describe it. It's like, so this is a basic elite, and then the ones with symbols on the borders of the top left and the top sorry, bottom left, top right, they are technically elite. So can I deploy anyone else? No, just some cannon fodder. Okay, and then you can fight. So the game is a little bit picky about what you can actually put in your team. Now, if we win this, that means that this team will then become the garrison's spot for that role. Um, at this stage, I would say on the world scale, there's not a lot of English speaking clans. Like a lot of the language is not English, if that makes sense. Oh no, we lost. But these are just examples. So you are going to be fighting some people, and you do get like rewards too. You do get rewards, but then you need to revive the heroes, and you can keep chipping away at them. It's interesting. I wouldn't say that this is a. It's a very full on game mode. If you want to actually participate, it's going to be. I want to say it's going to be a lot of coming back to this page throughout the day to hold. What I'm going to do is what I would recommend is have one of your strongest formations to hold a position and then just start to accumulate these little stars and points. If you're a whale, of course, you can sort of rotate around the map and kill off your rivals, but just be aware that it's going to cost you a lot in order to start to resurrect because eventually you're going to run out of these ones. It will tell you where to get them, essentially spending them. In the very beginning of the game, they do give you a couple of them for free in the bag. I don't know where. I honestly don't know where some of these resources come from, which is very noobish, right? But to be fair, I feel like you just as you're progressing in a lot of the systems that they're deploying, it can be actually quite confusing. I'm not going to lie. So the new server madness, like they offer these rewards, and you won't know what they do, so you'll just acquire them, and then they'll sit in your bag, kind of thing. And this one here, I mean, some of them are good value, and other ones not so much. So these aren't fantastic. Anything that has these souls, the ninja souls, I believe, are sort of they're important because you need a lot of ninja souls, if that makes sense, in order to progress your ninjas. But at a certain point, you're like, maybe I'll just save my gems for the summoning events because there are a couple of summoning events that have popped up. Last task. So there's actually a couple of these things. I think I might have mentioned this previously, but if I haven't, is there good value in buying the gold plus? No, I would not say that there's real value in these because this is still too random. In my opinion, still too random. You might as well just continue the tasks and exchange each day. Obviously, you can get some pretty cool stuff, but I, again, you're going to need a lot of these yin and yangs. And is that kind of where the value comes into it? Hmm. I again, upgrading the past tiers, it's kind of it's very expensive. It really is expensive. So I don't know. I don't know where the value is, except for maybe getting these yin and yang symbols so that you can start to build Tsunade. If you are going to be using her, well, this is one way to acquire it for money instead of RNG. So it is kind of a guaranteed as long as you progress it. There's so many on there. There's the monthly event, which I thought was kind of cool. So you can actually do these ones each month. And then you can get Pain, which is again cool. And of course, you can acquire. Oh, I don't think you can get Pain, but I think you can get like a lot of gems from it, which is meet the requirements to get 20k gems. So, I mean, it's nothing to sneeze at. And to be honest with you, it doesn't. It really isn't a lot of effort in order to get it. The Kage trial though is very annoying because it's like every couple of days that appears, which is again annoying. Leveling up your team, some players will be able to do it like straight away. Others are going to take a little while to do it. Also, yes, it is a part of the weekly task to attack in clan wars. So if you haven't completed that yet, I would recommend doing so. Throw some weak teams in there that you can afford to lose if you just want to get that achievement unlocked for the week. Where was the other one that I was looking at? It was a limited time event. Yes, this thing. So there was another Heroes Draw, which this was out, I believe, yesterday for the summoning. So this coincides with the Wish event, which we're going to talk about in a second. That's okay, but don't be like, I don't know if it's worth just saving all your gems for the events like this. Let's have a look. There's an Ascension event which coincides. So if you manage to unlock some of these rare heroes, ninjas, I should say, you will get like these additional kind of rewards for free, which is kind of cool. I'm not going to say it's not. Even just being able to get like selecting an elite SR ninja, getting some of these cool red equipment bonuses, it's okay. I guess by the end of it, by the end of playing this for a couple of maybe months, you'll be able to acquire those things for free anyway if these event cycles rotate around again. Again, luxury events, pretty stock standard. If you decide to spend big for these events, though, you will be able to get data. Kind of cool, kind of cool. I'm more interested in this one though because whether or not you should chase the leaderboard. There are some there are some pretty cool optional packs that you can get, but is it realistically worth saving all the way up until you get that? Short answer is yes, obviously. If you start a new server, I would recommend not spending any of the summons. I would not spend any of the summons and I would wait for this event rotation to come around. I believe this appears every month. However, I can't give you the guaranteed entry point. This only appeared after day number 7. So day number 8 this appeared as the draw leaderboard. So it could very well be that every new server gets this after 8 days, which means that if you really thought about it, I think I would have gotten from the hiring space. I did buy the card though, so you have to keep that in mind. But regardless of that, maybe we would say like a good estimate. I would say I've summoned. I wonder if there's a way to actually see how many total summons you've done. I'd say I've done nearly 300 summons, so you could essentially save around 100 to 150 as a free to play player because there's plenty of opportunities to acquire these summons out of all the other ones. And you should be able to do that. So if you wanted to save that up for the, say, 7 day, 8 day event when it rotates around, maybe you can get to the top spot. Maybe you can compete against some of the whales. Anyway, let's do some summons here. Let's see if we get lucky. Honestly, I don't even know what I'm looking for at this stage. I'm just looking for, I guess, elite copies as food. I got one. Did I get two? Nope. So I only got one elite copy. That's fine. What are you gonna be? Oh yes, Orochimaru. That's actually the one that I needed. I kid you not. This was probably the only one that I needed out of anything, which is awesome. So let's do one more summons back to back. I like to do solo pulls on other games, but I feel like it's okay. It's okay. Let's just do this. I reckon we're gonna get two this time. Give me one. Give me one. Ah, didn't even give me one. That's crazy. Well, I'm not too mad. I'm not too mad about that. We're actually too short, which is ironic for the elite, so we might be able to grab that in a second. But what I will say is the bonding quest. This is why I wanted to complete this. So you managed to actually get you'll get Sasuke, you'll get Tsunade, you'll get Kakashi if you spend a little bit of money. Naruto and Sakura are pretty common drops, even though they're elite, so you should be able to get those just by summoning the event. And then it's kind of just RNG to get Jiraiya, sorry, and Orochimaru, which again, it's I mean, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, it kind of sucks. But we did manage to get all of those, so I'm pretty happy about that. Not gonna lie. In the bag, this is the one thing that I was more happy about than anything. The reason being is because I want to build Kakashi up, and I need two copies of him to get him to legendary. So this is one of the copies for Kakashi. So I'm very happy about that. That's just going to chill in my bag. Unless I get like another Sasuke copy, and then I'll pull this out to make him a legendary plus. But at this stage, I would say that the yin and yang heroes are the hardest ones to acquire. So it might just be wise of me keeping those. Might just keep them on the side and forget about it until he appears. I did luck out and get him from a random summon, so I'm hopeful. I will say that at the very least. I'm hopeful that it will come to pass. All right, monthly summons event. I think we can get some things here. Oh yeah, diamond summons. Nice. So that actually counts as a diamond summon, even though technically we didn't have to spend any diamonds, which means that we should be able to defeat. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? We should be able to defeat these guys pretty quickly. We might have to change up one of the back line though. The Mist Girl or the Ice Girl is not that great. I thought, oh yeah, it'd be great with Zabuza. Nah, not really. Not really. She's just going to be feeder food later on. I imagine you're going to need to use some feeder food, i.e., you need to get some legendary plus heroes in order to feed them into mythics. I would say only the elite can get to mythic too. Oh, Kakashi might win this. Did we win? Ah, just failed. All right. What we can do is we can fight this. We're going to take you out, and we are going to stick in. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? We're going to stick this guy in here, Mr. Bones guy. If not, we'll put Kabuto, the snake, the sage version of Kabuto, because that's guaranteed win. With his ability to essentially keep everyone alive. It's kind of weird. A lot of these heroes that you would assume are DPS are support. All right, we won. It's okay. I would say Sasuke. No, MVP was Sakura. Nice. Sasuke's still doing a bit of damage. Absolutely recommend building Sasuke if you do get a chance, because early game carry. Him and Kakashi, if you do spend a little bit of money, are one of the better early game carries. So we did manage to grab that, which means we can go over to the Hero Wish event. Sales, we don't need to worry about you. Let's go over here. This is kind of cool if you are thinking about building some of the heroes up. This guy, I can get him to legendary today, which is what we're going to try and do. However, for the purpose of the video, is it worthwhile trying to get this guy up? Again, he's kind of support, whereas they're both actually support heroes. They both do a little bit of damage. I wouldn't say that they're fantastic, but in terms of that, this guy Danzo, interesting. Curse version of Sasuke, I haven't played with you yet, and Orochimaru, I mean, who doesn't like him? But why don't we do a couple of free ones? I'm gonna keep it as the Mr. Plant guy. The only reason I keep him as Mr. Plant guy is because I do have a chance to get this guy to legendary today. Ooh, you get a free one every day, and then you get a couple of these ones. One thing that I will say, I think there's like an event where, yes, if you summon 30, you get 3 back. 60, 110, and so on and so forth. So if you do actually want to save your gems up for Hero Wish events, it's probably worth having like 30k plus in order to do it so you get some of the premium rewards. But for the nature of this video, we are going to summon this out and see if we get lucky. I've done this a couple of times and gotten nothing, which is very annoying. Come on, give me one. Yeah, nothing. So it is absolutely a fundamental gamble. um, yeah, yes, very disappointing. That was very anticlimactic. But I think we might be able to grab. Is a one of these draw exchange? Yeah. All right, we're nearly close to 80. What are we doing in terms of rank? Leaderboard 12. What do we get if we come 12th? Ah, okay. So we get a random Yin and Yang SR. Maybe we get another Kakashi. We could get a Guy Sensei in there. Elite Stones, and we get 5 summons. So it really doesn't matter too much where you land on the leaderboard. As long as you get one of those elite summons of the Yin and Yang, I'm okay with that, actually. I mean, you could technically not spend anything and get some of those ones, which is kind of cool. If I was to push it, though, what would I need to do? Uh, to get the to 10 selection chests, it's not really worth it. It's not really worth it in the long term, I don't think. What do we get? Oh, faction. How many faction ones do we have? We have one. Nothing. Nada. But we're only one short. We are one short and we don't have any diamonds. This sucks. Is there any way for us to get one more summons? Maybe not. That's okay. What we can do, however, is we can do the bond. Yeah, nice. The Sarnines, legendaries acquired. Maybe we get one random from here. No. Own 2 legendary ninjas. Um, I don't think there's anything else that we can do. No. Academy. Let's do some quick ascensions. Let's see if we can build some heroes up. I would say strong possibility to get. Wait a second. Let me look at this. Yes. Okay. All right. So we want to make you legendary ascend. All right, and then we're gonna quick ascend you, and then we're gonna make Mr. Plant Guy. So we're gonna use like the chibi version of that chick, and then we're gonna use that chick, and we're gonna ascend. Um, ascend. We're gonna get a legendary. There we go. Zetsu is gonna go to legendary today. Is there an auto ascend here? Interesting. Let me have a look though. Let me have a look. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. The only reason being is because I don't have this guy as a purple. So maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Because I need some purple food. I need some purple food in the event that somehow I get another copy of Tsunade and then I can make Tsunade into a legendary as well. It is a little bit of mixing matching in this game, which is fine. It would be cool to make Jiraiya into. It would be cool to make all of them. I'm not gonna lie. I don't feel like that's. I feel like if we can make all of them. So Zetsu. Unfortunately, we didn't get a copy of Zetsu, but that would have been cool if we did manage to pull that off. Like I said though, if we do get a Sasuke, maybe it is worth making this guy into a legendary plus hero to get some additional bonuses. But that's pretty much it for the game in its totality. Let's see if we can jump in and clear this part now. Maybe we can. Maybe we just got a little bit much of a power boost. Maybe Zetsu might be able to carry us. Let's have a look. Let us see. Sometimes legendary is not the best pick. No way. Not a chance. All right, let's try one more time. Let's throw in a tank. Let's throw the tank in slot 1. Or slot 2, sorry. Or maybe it is slot 1. I don't know. So we managed to kill one. That's good. He uses his miss form. And then we all burn to death. All right, so we definitely need to power up or change some of our formation out to advance. But like you can see, it's not as straightforward as it seems. Like there is some level of manipulation that you need to do in terms of your ninjas. But this is what I've gotten after 8 days. 8 days and a little under $20 spent. So interesting. Let me know in the comment section down below. Are you going to join us? We can always start again on a fresh server if we do get enough interest. I will start to do some things on our Discord, so if you'd like to join that in the comment section down below, we might add a tab just for Naruto and find some of those pesky links that actually work. But yeah, let me know. Do you think that this game is worthwhile pursuing? I'd be interested to see if the player base would like to play this one as well. Of course, stay tuned for some more videos on Dynasty Origin Pioneer. I think there's going to be a interesting event coming up soon, particularly the Summerfest, but there could be some other cool things along the way. I believe we're going to get a Celebrate Festival with some weapons as well. All right, until next time.